In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy CryptoKeeper here this evening on Friday. We are back from Atlanta, the ATL. So for those of you who didn't know, I was down with your boy BitBoy Crypto hanging out at the studio. That place is like 38,000 square feet. They've got some wild stuff going on there. I think it's going to be really exciting as they move forward. They're going to build that place out for the public to be able to use different sections, basically rent out and use different sections, music studio, sporting, sports podcasts, you name it. They're going to be doing it out there. So shout out, Ben. Appreciate you for having me down, man. It was a really great time. So yeah, guys, I literally just got back. So first thing you do, smash the likes. Second thing you do, you're going to follow us on all the socials like we always ask. Third thing you do, the big one, jump into the Discord. We're continuing to grow. We've got some wild stuff happening over there with Danger Close Alpha. I've got some exciting news about that tonight as well for in regards to next week. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. So let me say hi to the chat real quick. Miguel is not on this evening. You guys heard he was a little down, a little under the weather. But hey, real deal is he's under the weather, but he's working on the back end, writing that script, writing that code, making sure our smart contract is on point for you. So FU, good evening. Biomex, all in on ADA. We got Edgar Parra in the house. We got Crypto Billy, Crypto Recon. We've got the Rob Father, Michael Evanchik, a.k.a. Well, hold on. I always get that mixed up. I think that's Ivan. I think it is Ivan. Sean in the house, as always. Ladies and gentlemen, and I think Shambles is going to be in here in just a second, I'm sure, too. She's always sliding on in, saying hello. So we love you guys. I appreciate you for being here. Let's have some fun this Friday night. We're doing something a little different tonight, guys. I just got back from the airport. I'm talking about I got off the plane, drove home. Miguel, bless his heart, thank you very much, put the articles together or put the stream together, tossed me the articles. I sat down and I hit live. That's what's happening right now. So what does that mean for you? Well, that means that when I read these articles tonight, it will be the first time I've read these articles as well. So you are going to get a true version of a candid response from your boy Keeper tonight. So hopefully you guys are here for it. We're going to have some fun. Let's dive in. Let's have some fun. Here we go. First of all, let's check out the markets. It's still going strong. We've got, let's see here. Let me update this. Make sure I show you correctly. We took a beating. Right? Going strong in the wrong direction, depending on how you look at it. But I want to tell you this is a good thing. I've been telling you guys this. Check this out. Global crypto market cap is down to 1.01 trillion with a T dollars. That's down 8.4%. That's a big dump, right? But I'll tell you, there's some really good stuff behind this. First of all, Bitcoin's down at 21. That is an opportunity. ETH down at 1625. Down almost 12.16%. That is an opportunity. BNB down about 5.5%, down below $300. I've been talking about the $300 number for a while. Opportunity. We've got XRP has been an opportunity. If you missed the XRP opportunity, come on, XRP fan, put it up. That's been an opportunity. I know under 50 cents opportunity. Solana, never an opportunity in my book. I think they're just going to freeze, shut, slow down, whatever they got going on. I'm not with it. And then Dogecoin at 6 cents. Meme coins, opportunity, gambling, call it what you want. Either way, I think that there's going to be people that are going to continue to make money on the Dogecoin. So it is what it is. Hey, speaking of gambling, so next week, I am going to be out in Las Vegas, and I want to show you something, guys. I'm excited about this. Just got put on the little website, right? So this is the community NFT and Metaverse Con. I am going to be putting up. I have a link. If one of you or 10 of you or 100 of you want to go, I'm going to put the link up so that you guys can use our link. Hey, it helps us out. It's one of the ways that you can support and obviously get yourself a ticket. So we're excited. As we scroll down, you can see some of the people that you know, probably Crypto Wendio. You got J Chains. We scroll down a little bit far. That's some of my people right there. Who else we got going on here? We've got trying to look for some more of my familiar faces. We've got Loudmouth in the house, Ryan Murray. We got Alt Mom. And then, oh, there's your boy, CryptoKeeper, aka Keeper and Moon Daddy, co-founder of the Moonwalkers. That's my boy. He's a good friend of the show. He's a good dude. Met him down in Austin. So I'm going to be in Vegas next week. That is going to be Thursday through, well, I'll be there Thursday through Monday. That's when I'll be there. But, you know, we're going to be popping off in the Discord. We've got the drop. That's happening. That's supposed to be happening at midnight on Friday/Saturday. That's the game plan right now. We will keep you updated on that. That's the 26th/27th, depending on what exact time that drops. We will keep you updated on that. So, yeah. Yep. If you guys got anything in the chat tonight besides smashing a like, let me know. I'm going to try to pay close attention to the chat tonight because, again, we are flying by the seat of our pants, and you're doing it with me this evening. So let's also, guys, we've been really trying to build our Twitter following. Please help us. If you're not following us on Twitter, we've got 2,344 followers over here at Debate Crypto. It's Debate Crypto OG. We don't have just Debate Crypto because, well, somebody stole it. And then also, you got to follow us on Danger Close Alpha. So check out a profile here. We got Danger Close Alpha without the A because it was just too long. So make sure that you're following us on both of those, guys. That would be super appreciated. I know it's something simple, but it does make a difference as we continue to progress forward as a channel. Hey, guys, ladies, gents, check this out. Had a little something come in the mail today. That's right. Some more Danger Close merch. We've got the 30-ounce coffee. I think they call this a tumbler. Tell me in the chat. Do we call this a tumbler? If this is a tumbler, type a 1 in the chat. I'm really curious. I think that's what I would call it, but I'm not positive. I just think that's what it is. So, all right, guys, that's what it is. You know what to do. Smash the likes. Do all the fun things. Let's dive into these together for the first time ever. Let's check it out. Tether. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Tether reveals 58% decrease in commercial paper holdings in latest attestation. Tether has just released its latest attestation report, breaking down the reserves backing the USDT stablecoin. Tether, the issuer of the industry's largest stablecoin, USDT, today published its latest quarterly attestation report for the token's reserves. The stablecoin is reportedly backed by the US dollar, meaning that holders are expected to be able to redeem their holdings to an equal amount of the greenback at any time, provided the company has enough cash reserves to do that. With a market cap of $67.5 billion, USDT is also the third largest cryptocurrency behind Bitcoin and ETH only. And with so much at stake, it's little wonder why their reserves have been under constant scrutiny. Today's independent report, completed by Tether's new auditing firm, BDO Italia, breaks down the assets held by the company as of June 30th and asserts that consolidated total assets amount of at least $66,409,619,424. They stressed that their consolidated assets exceeded their liabilities, which totaled $66 billion and some change. It then goes on, basically says, hey, we're fully committed to maintaining our role as the leading stablecoin in the market, blah, blah, blah. The utility of Tether continues to be supported by the transparency of its reserves and has been a leading source of stability, allowing us to build a tool for the global economy. Basically, I'm not going to read the rest of this, right? But what they're showing is their commercial paper holdings have drastically decreased. Okay, so I know what you're going to ask, right? You're going to ask, well, Keeper, I don't know what commercial paper holdings are, right? So commercial papers are basically short-term unsecured debt that large corporations and financial institutions issue. Okay, so basically they'll usually issue them at a discount, but you got to buy really large amounts of them. Basically, it's a promissory note, right? That says, hey, I'm going to pay this back with a fixed rate of interest. So they give the promissory note and says, hey, this is worth $10 million, right? So it's worth $10 million, but technically it's a note that says, hey, I promise to pay 10 million plus, whatever interest rate they, tack onto it. So the concern for people here has to be, well, you're holding a number of, promissory notes that say that you're going to pay this back. What happens if things go sideways? What happens if things go wild? What are you going to do? Right. And I think that it's a very valid, fair question to ask, because what have we seen? What have we seen in the crypto space over the last 6 months? We've seen a lot of companies that come in, do some very, very lucrative earning. And then when all of a sudden things go a little awry, when things go sideways, what happens? You, the consumer, get screwed. Also, just as a reminder, side note, I just thought of this. I don't know why I forgot this because I was just with him sitting on the couch kicking it. Follow your boy Frankie Candles. Make sure to follow him over on BitBoy Crypto's show. He is, or BitBoy Crypto's channel. He's on there Monday through Friday from about 5:45 to 7:30. So make sure that you follow, be part of the Candle Mafia. So yeah, Tether holdings definitely are something to pay attention to. I personally have been a USDC guy. I don't know why, but I genuinely feel that Circle is, and Miguel hates this, by the way, but Circle is backed in some sort of way. Somebody in the government is backing Circle and saying, hey, continue to do what we tell you to do, and we'll allow you to continue to play ball. And because of that, even as much as I am a libertarian, right, I don't want the government's involvement in what we are doing, not just financially, but in our personal lives as well. I think that because that is there, and I believe that it's there, and we've seen it in a number of different ways, I feel confident that they will be able to push through and probably become the primary stablecoin. So do I have some Tether? Do I have some USDT? I do. It's only because I haven't converted over to USDC and because I do like to stay a little diversified just to be careful, because we have seen problems, i.e., Luna, right? In stable coins as well as other assets. So just making sure to do what we should do to be safe in these markets. I want to take a quick pause, see what the chat's got going on. What do we got going on? We got Billy and Sean. Let's see what Michael says here. When are we going to get the Danger Close Alpha nose and ear hair trimmer? Michael, this is a great question. This is something that I'm going to need to bring definitely to the attention of our merch man, of the merch man. We need to definitely get an nose and ear hair trimmer. And if you are suggesting that I have nose or ear, so I know you're not talking about ear hairs because you can't see those, right? They're covered. But if you're saying I got nose hairs that need taken care of, okay, I would say you lie. Do you know why? Because I stood in front of the mirror yesterday, I believe, with some tweezers and gave the good old, plucking of some nose hairs. I know you guys love to hear this. And I'm going to tell you what, that is one thing that sucks. It is not fun. Everyone you pull out, it's like, ooh, and then your eyes start to water. Tell me, chat, tell me that you know what it feels like to pull out some nose hairs. It's definitely not fun. I definitely would have opted for scissors. Scissors, much better idea. Small pair of scissors. They got these little, real little, right? Way better. But that's not what I had. So we worked with what we had, and there you go. So drop one in the chat if you're looking for some nose and ear hair trimmers like Mr. Evanchik is. I don't know. I'm all about putting any merch on there you want. I do think we need some phone cases. I think we need a laptop bag. I think there's a couple of things that we could do that definitely would be really nice to add to the repertoire. So looks like everybody in the chat, Kenton says, of course it hurts. Yes, it does. Juggernaut, been there, done that. Yeah, it's never fun. So got a little off track there, but let's bring it back home. Let's check out what FTX has got going on. And guys, at the end of this, you know who my girl is, right? ETH. She's got something to let you know. So make sure you stick around for that. I don't want you to miss it. We've got some really some really informative and exciting news as it relates to ETH. So make sure you stick around for that. FTX CEO says U.S. crypto derivatives is what I'm paying the most attention to right now. This man has bought freaking everything. I'll tell you what. Bringing crypto derivatives to U.S. traders has been the single biggest ask of our customers as long as I can remember, said the CEO. So there's Sam Bankman-Fried, or a pixelated, JPEG of him is what that looks like. Basically says, in the same year in which he spent hundreds of millions bailing out struggling crypto lenders and had his face plastered on billboards, FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried still says LedgerX, now renamed FTX US Derivatives, still commands the majority of his attention. The crypto exchange finalized its acquisition of Ledger Holding, the parent company of CFTC licensed LedgerX, for an undisclosed amount in October of 21. I would say an undisclosed amount, it was probably large. if we go down here, basically, I already know. So there's going to be people in the chat that are going to say, well, what is a derivative contract? And it's a great question. I know a lot of people are newer to the crypto space. Maybe you came over from the NFT space because you're in here because of Danger Close Alpha. Maybe you started in crypto and now you're moving over into the NFT space because we're merging the best of those worlds. Let me explain to you well, actually, I'm going to let the article explain it. It's probably going to do a better job than even I would. A derivative is a contractual agreement to buy or sell an asset based on future prices. Now, you've heard people talk about futures, right? So futures are where you are betting on the price of an asset at a certain time period in the future, okay? This is one of the biggest things in all of finance, right? People like to speculate, and that's what's happening here. Speculation, 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 and oh yeah, don't forget speculation. There's a reason that casinos do so well, and the house wins. Okay, it's because people see the opportunity to possibly make money, right? They see the opportunity to make a huge turnaround. Maybe just a few dollars can turn into something large. And there are people that do it, and there's people that tell those stories. And then it does what? It gives you FOMO. You're like, oh my gosh, I've got to do that. And so that's what's happening. So FTX realizes that. Sam Bankman-Fried is no slouch. He's not an idiot. He has a square head on his shoulders as it relates to business acumen. Okay. And so what he sees is this is where it's at. This is oportunidad. This is opportunity. Just like I've been talking to you guys about when prices are lower, it's an opportunity. Sam Bankman-Fried is saying, hey, people like to speculate. People like to bet. They like to gamble. And so they're going to do that. And that's why FTX is saying, hey, listen, derivatives is where my mind's at. Derivatives. And that's, I don't disagree with them. They're going to make tons and tons of money on that. But when you make that money, come here, Boogie. Hi, baby. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hi. So you already know what time it is. It's Ledger time. We got a Ledger Nano X with your name on it. All you got to do is check out the link down below the video. Little Addison here says, I got lots of Bitcoin and ETH, and she is being her own bank, or well, technically I'm probably being her bank right now. But okay. All right. Are you done? Okay. Walk back over to mommy. There you go. There you go. She's walking all over the place, guys. I got to tell you. And she's not even walking anymore. She's just flat out running. And so I've got to catch her. I stopped by a little on the way home. I stopped for like 10 minutes because I felt bad. I had my little nieces and nephews' birthday party, and literally stopped for like 10 minutes. And I mean, she is zooming around this little park area. And I was like, oh gosh, I'm in trouble. I'm definitely in trouble. But yeah, long and short, be your own bank. You know what time it is. We always talk about it. It's a way that you can support the show as well. Make sure to grab the ledger from our link down below. And I think it gives us $10 or something like that. But we definitely appreciate it. So what's next? What do we got? Chat, everybody doing well? Sean, thank you very much. Sean says, hey, cute lady. She's growing so fast. Man, she is growing so fast. I used to make sure she had a bow on all the time when she would come in because she still has like basically no hair. And so they're like, people will be like, oh, he's so cute. And I'm like, watch it. But hey, you guys know, my little doll is a little lady. And so I just don't worry about it that much anymore. She's the mole. Catch her. Juggernaut. Everybody's trying to figure out if you're not involved in Danger Close Alpha, get involved. Check it out. We've got a big mystery happening within the ecosystem, and there is a mole within the ecosystem as well. Jug, I would say that it might be tough for her to be the mole only because her limited vocabulary. Okay. Also, if you're suggesting that my daughter's a snitch, we will have a conversation after the show. Just kidding, bro. I love you. Okay, let's dive on to the next article. I am ready for it. Let's talk about South Korea. You already know what happens when we talk about South Korea. Well, really, North Korea is even worse, but let's talk about South Korea. South Korea to block KuCoin Poloniex in crackdown on unregistered crypto exchanges. Authorities in South Korea are cracking down on 16 crypto exchanges allegedly operating in the country without registration. Let's talk about it. South Korean customers could lose access to more than a dozen crypto exchanges as local authorities clamp down on foreign businesses who say they are operating in the country without proper registration. Some 16 unregistered providers have been identified as offering services to Koreans without registering with the right authorities. A press release issued by the country's Financial Services Commission, the FSC, said on Thursday. An intelligence unit of the FSC has reported the platforms to the country's investigative authority and asked that domestic access to their website be blocked. Okay. The exchanges in question were KuCoin, MEXC, Femex, XT.com, BitTrade. Well, this is the big ones. ZB.com, BitGlobal, CoinW, CoinX, ZoomX, Poloniex, guys, DigiFinX, Pine. Literally, these are the big dogs, right? BitTrue is a big one. Femex, huge. And obviously KuCoin, So according to the FSC, they were found to be targeting Korean customers with Korean language websites and by holding promotions targeting local customers. The authority warned that unregistered exchanges lack protection, such as certified information security management systems, which are required under Korean law. They said this could leave them open for security breaches. Okay. Now, this is Debate Crypto. You know what time it is, right? First of all, thank you very much, Billy. Thank you very much for the super chat. He says, idea, Keeper clip-on beard, best beard in crypto. By the way, flat smack the like button. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, brother. It means a lot. I've even been trimming this thing up and keeping it nice and, nice and short, but I appreciate the love on the beard. But yeah, so, okay, it's Debate Crypto. And what do? We question everything, trust nothing. Do we really think that Korea is worried about you getting scammed or hacked? Oh, wait. No, we don't. It's not what's happening. Korea is saying, hey, because I promise you, part of registering and listen, I have not looked this up, okay? But I'm just going to tell you how life works, right? Part of registering with the Korean authorities is going to be, I promise you, there's going to be money involved. They are going to be paying to register with Korea. Now, the other side of that is Korea gets to look like the good guy or the good gal and say, well, we are protecting you. It's like your bank, right? When your bank says to you, hey, we denied this transaction because we wanted to, and when you call and you say, hey, what's going on? Like, there's funds in my account. Why did you block this transaction? Well, we thought it might be fraud and we want to cover you. Well, no, actually, you wanted to cover yourself because you knew you would be liable to push that back our way. And I think that what's happening in the crypto space more and more is that people are looking at crypto as a real deal opportunity for their financials. And these countries are saying, wait a minute, I got to get a piece of this action. Part of the way that they can get a piece of this action is to snatch up all of these different companies and say, hey, pay the man, pay up. And I think that's what's happening here. So I don't personally believe that. And again, this is straight off the top. I've not looked up any of this. I told you I hadn't even read the articles tonight. But I believe that what's happening here is South Korea is saying, hey, we need to get paid if you plan on operating within our system. In the construction, the construction world, so I have all these different licenses, and I had to get this one specific license. And let me tell you this is crazy. So we could build a house from the ground up, including the basement. Okay. So there's nothing there. There's a piece of land. You can build the house. There's nothing there. And we go to full house, license to do that. Right. I, however, had to go take a test and sit for a difficult test to get this other license. Right. Because what could I not do? I could not go into an existing house and get the permit to do a rehab on a basement. Now, you tell me, we go from nothing to full house, including a basement. We can do that. But a house that's already there, we need to add a little framing that's not structural and drywall and electric. Nope, not happening. Why do you think that is? Well, it's another way for the local municipalities and the state to grab money. I hate to say it, but it is exactly that. And you can't call it anything else. There is no sense on God's green earth why I'm licensed to build an entire house, including the basement, but you can't rehab a basement. I know Billy is in the chat, and Billy, you've got to know what I'm talking about here, brother. You know what it is. Every year when you go to get your licenses, they want to hit you $100, $100, $100, $200, $300 a piece for each different thing you want to do within that municipality in all the different municipalities. I swear it's disgusting how much money they're making when we're already licensed to do it. I carry way more insurance than I need to. So what am I getting at? I'm getting at the man wants paid. That's it. That's it. That's it. It is pay the man, pay to play. That, unfortunately, is the way that our world works. It is pay to play. Thankfully for you guys, YouTube and watching Debate Crypto is not pay to play. We are glad that you're here. You got to pay nothing to be here and get this alpha on a daily basis, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Monday through Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to check it out. And if you're not in the Discord, jump into the Discord. Danger Close Alpha is doing some wild stuff. We've got gamification. We're doing a 3-day prepper boot camp on August 26th. The mint for the bug out bags happens. That's next Friday. Okay. You're going to get a 3-day prepper boot camp. So I'm excited as heck about that. I just got some more information on the exact spot where we have our private area, so that we've got our party right and all of our little DCA stuff set up. Super freaking excited about it. I'm excited about the over 100 classes that are there, taught by some of the best professionals in the world on these topics. I'm excited about the whole thing. I'm also excited about the fact that part of what we're doing, we have a story that's being built. We have a comic artist that has drawn up our art, and we want to continue to stick with him. Okay. So there's a real story. This is a real movement happening. We also have a story that's happening, and the story has been gamified. There's gamification that's happening there. And what people didn't know until just the other day was that this bug out drop, there's also, let's just say you're gonna want more than one bag, right? Which you don't need it, but you're probably gonna want it, or a specific bag. And there are some extras that as it relates to the metadata that you guys are going to want to pay attention to. So you've been trying to figure out this cipher. You've been trying to figure out, hey, what do I do here? I saw somebody earlier in the chat tonight, or in the Discord, say, what's the strategy here? You know what? Do what makes sense for you. But I will say we've kind of broke down the numbers. The bug out bags are going to be gone, and they should be, because for 0.1 ETH, with everything that you're getting with it, it's wild. We're basically taking the good majority of everything that comes in and tossing it right back into the project. And that is ultimately what our project's about, creating a community of people that are here for each other and that are learning the real true ways of protecting ourselves and our families. So that's what it is. That's where we're at. I am excited about it. So Sean says, let me hit this real quick before we dive on the next one. Oh, I forgot. Keeper, I'm available to fill in and teach hand-to-hand combat session at the survival training. Sean, listen, if you are a bad dude, we can talk about it, right? I definitely am going to be doing some McMap stuff. We're definitely going to be doing Krav Maga. So I'm excited about that. McMap is the Marine Corps Martial Arts program. So I'm going to be teaching some of that. I'm also teaching a crypto class there. I think Miguel and I might trade off on it, or might just work together on it. But we're going to be teaching a crypto class, kind of trying to figure out how we want to go about that. So if you pray, say a little prayer for us, because we're trying to figure out how to go about that as well with everything else we got going on. But yeah, dude, let's do it. Hand-to-hand combat, baby. I'm all about it. Let's get after it. Let's have some fun, Sean. So I have a feeling that you were kidding, but hey, if you want to bring some heat, bro, bring it. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Okay, here we go. Last but not least, CME Group to add ETH options ahead of the Ethereum merge. This is what I was talking about earlier. The derivatives exchange wants to give its clients more ways to bet on the price of ETH as its network heads into a long-awaited upgrade. Chicago-based derivatives exchange CME Group plans to launch options on Ethereum on the future. CME Group, which is the largest derivatives exchange, said Thursday. Now, can you see why I went with while Miguel went with a derivative story earlier? Hey, shout out Miguel. Shout out Miguelito. Which is the world's largest derivatives exchange, said Thursday that the product would launch on September 12th, pending regulatory review. In the world of derivatives, futures contracts mean an investor has to buy or sell the underlying asset at a given price at the expiration date. While options contracts give the holder the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell an underlying asset at an agreed upon price anytime before the contract expires, these Ethereum options contracts would allow investors to place a bet on the future price of Ethereum with the option to cash out at any time before the contract expires. Global head of equity and FX products at CME Group, Tim McCourt, said, as we approach the highly anticipated Ethereum merge next month, we continue to see market participants turn to CME Group to manage Ether price risk. Okay. Here's the good, the bad, and the ugly, crypto fam. Okay. We bring the heat, and we bring the factual information, and we also are always going to throw in our opinion. Okay. Let's start off with the facts. The facts are long-term having ETH options on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange is bullish. It is putting those Ethereum options in front of some institutional investors that have and are a part of some big money. That's a good thing. Okay. The bad part of it is it can make ETH continually more volatile. Options, futures, because of the massive amount of volume that they get and the amount of leverage that people will place on a lot of these trades, really can make the price fluctuate depending on what the volume is. We on Thursdays, we do TA Thursday. So if you guys love your TA, obviously following Frankie Candles, Candle Mafia, what up, over on BitBoy Crypto Show, 5:45 to 7:30. But then also on Thursdays, make sure to check us out. I will tell you who does a really good job of talking about some of this is Magic Internet Money. Shout out Magic. If you guys aren't following Magic and CVO, make sure to follow them. They're leading crypto on YouTube, so make sure to follow them. But yeah, so the facts on the side of it is that, hey, it can make it extremely volatile. My opinion. Let me take a drink real quick. My opinion is that this is scary. Why? You say, Keeper, why is it scary? Let me tell you why it's scary. I think it's scary because in 2017, the moment that Bitcoin futures went on the CME, the freaking market dumped. That was the massive move back in 2017. I think, if I remember right, somebody can check this in the chat if you want, but I think that it was December 16th of 2017 or December 18th. It was somewhere right around December 16th of 2017. Like, it was right around there. Okay. I wouldn't bet my life on the exact date, but it's right there. And the entire market just absolutely dumped. It was priced in at the time. I'm curious, and this is we can debate this all day long, is the price of ETH, as it had been moving up, was that pricing in the merge, or is there really no way to do it? And we've talked about that here on Debate Crypto. And I think it's really interesting because mathematically, there's not exactly a way to just calculate that out, because if there was, we would probably see a little bit less guessing games, and it would just be all in on one way or the other, because we would know mathematically what it's going to do to the price. Now, supply and demand says, hey, we're going up into the right. So don't forget that long-term ETH, let's go. In the short term, this is scary. I believe that we could see, because I also believe that we have a lot more pain to go, at least one more huge downside. And so this could be a lot of pain happening in the middle of September. And then we're coming up in November on midterms. That's always listen, there's a lot of things happening macroeconomically. That's what we talk about a lot. And so just make sure that you're paying attention, because it all matters. It all matters. Well, crypto fam, I love you guys. I appreciate you all for being here. You could be anywhere on a Friday night, but you are here with Debate Crypto. So we appreciate that. We love you. If nobody's told you that before today, virtual hug. Everybody have a blessed evening, a blessed weekend. We will be here tomorrow night. I'm not actually sure who's on the show tomorrow night, but before we go, take a second. I'm going to give you a second. X out of the live chat. Smash the like. We definitely need that. Okay. Make sure that you guys are following us on Discord. Make sure you're in the Discord, Danger Close Alpha, following the Twitters. You've already smashed the likes. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to put the link or hit me up in the Discord if you're looking for tickets to the Las Vegas con, right? Make sure that you guys hit us up for that, because we will have a little link and affiliate code for that as well. So Crypto fam, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening. We will see you tonight. Just remember, question everything, trust nothing. Until next time, hodl like it's hot. I will see you soon.